too much.
No, I won't. How's that?
Flat.
Flat.
I just started thinking about whether I would just leave it alone and never see her again. But things changed. It didn't take long before I... Well, she was a very interesting woman. I'd never struck anyone so interesting, or so much...
Exciting.
So exciting. More so than any other woman I'd met for a long time. It's the type of the woman I was looking for.
We could play rugby together. I'm lucky because people don't know. So, of course, if I'm lying on the beach topless, I don't turn around to the beach inspector and say, I was born a male and the law doesn't apply to me. If I want to walk around topless, I can walk around topless. I mean, I go to the ladies and nobody says anything, but perhaps if I was 6'2" and built like a truck driver, well, then I might have problems.
I've always detested looking in mirrors. I never really cared for my appearance as a male. I feel I am a woman. I believe it with every bit of fibre I have in my body. My body is something else again, but...
You don't like your body, do you?
Not really, never have.
Women like to look good, especially to attract the opposite sex. I can honestly say women have a lot of pizzazz. They're very romantic.
Something that has just completely changed him. It's like some alien invasion has just come out of the space and into his body, you know, taking over. You know, it's hard to believe. Like, he's a girl now. He acts like a girl now, and he's just doesn't act like my brother anymore.
He thinks he's obligated, because he's my brother, to change my life, to get me interested in women, not men. See?
What does he think you are?
He treats me as male, an ordinary male.
How can he treat you as a male when you look like you look?
Well, he refuses to accept me for what I am.
I mean, as brothers, you could hardly have a shower together, could you?
No. No, we couldn't.
Oh, look okay.
Oh, that looks lovely, Simone. Where'd you get that from?
I bought it yesterday.
Oh, that's
What's
great.
it
That's very nice.
then? Where's the anchor? You ready,
You
the
ready?
anchor?
We're going soon, Bianca.
Oh, that looks smart.
Right.
Yeah, that looks smart. It matches.
Take the tag off here.
What tag?
See if you can get it off, Simone. There we are.
Oh, it came up, that's all right. Yeah, that looks
Oh, well,
good.
we're
Just
ready?
tuck this under here under the belt there. Okay, what
Well,
car
if
are
we're
we
ready, we
going
may as well go.
What car are we
We'll go in
going
the sports car.
Okay.
Some guys can tell that I'm a transsexual by my voice, especially in a loud disco or something or other. I have to speak up, and my voice gets very husky, and they sort of say, oh, gee, you've got a husky voice. You know, I sort of wriggle my way out of that very well. I've learnt to.
He had to psych himself up to have relations with me or make love to me. If my toe ventured over into his side, he'd say, "You're coming over to my side of the bed, go back to your own side." And it was very traumatic for me. I thought that maybe all of a sudden I'd become so repellent to him that he couldn't stand to see me. But my intellect took over and I realised that he was jealous of what I had, my physical attributes.
Sexual activity for me has always been more or less as if I'm asexual largely. There's very little sexual drive in me.
But you had sex with your wife?
Oh, yes, yes. I realised that if you can visualise yourself being in a situation, I was in the female situation.
While you were making love as a man, you were pretending you were a woman?
Yes.
Do you feel very sexual as a female?
Yes, I do.
Do you feel you can flirt with fellas and engage their attention?
Well, I can flirt with fellas and engage their attention, but when they find out I've got a penis, they think to themselves, "Oh, I don't want to know her, you know, because she's got a cock, or what?" See, because I get very scared when I tell guys. I feel like I'm scared that I'm going to get rejected. I'm scared that that they don't want to know me anymore. I get scared that I'm going to get a smack in the mouth.
On the eve of the papal tour,
How do I serve?
Albert Finney stars as a man of faith.
You cannot force the regime into a situation from which its only escape is violence.
His destiny shaped by World War,
Everyone knows what you're doing, taking Jewish families out of the ghettos.
by the continued oppression of his countrymen, and the politics of religion.
Can you embrace all factions of the Church?
For the first time, the story of a living pontiff, Pope John Paul II, Sunday, 8:30 on 9.
There's no place on earth quite like Perth. And to make you feel really welcome, Perth City Council will give you the keys to the city for 3 hours free parking. Park at the Lake Street, Rose Street, Orchard, Concert Hall or Library car parks and get the keys to the city for 3 hours free parking. Courtesy of the Perth City Council. Come on, grab your car keys and go to town. Your car's as welcome as you are.
Othello! Sorry I'm so late. I would have called, but I couldn't find a phone. But I found you something new that I know you're going to love. Sheba. This looks delicious. It smells so fresh.
New Sheba makes every meal a special meal.
Okay, Othello, you loved your Sheba. Now, how about helping me tidy up this place?
Give it a spin, your HBD. Give it a spin, your HBD.
Take the gamble out of directory usage and turn to the easier-to-use home and business directory.
Give it a spin, your HBD. Give it a spin, your HBD.
Give your business a fair deal by being one up on your competition and advertise in the easier-to-use HBD, the Australian directory. Call now and don't miss out on the home and business directory.
Give it a spin, HBD. Your Australian directory.
However big your business is, you have an office in Sydney, in Melbourne, in Kew, in Ross, in Surfers, and in Kapunda. In fact, you have an office in every town in Australia. It's called the Post Office. You also have a trained staff of around 40,000 people. You have one of the biggest fleets of motor vehicles in Australia, and a dispatch department that would shame most international companies. And you have access to some of the most sophisticated electronic equipment in this country. Every working day, around 1,400 post offices and 3,400 post office agencies are open for business. Your business. Australia Post. We deliver.
I might be coming sick.
Have you started your course yet?
No, I start next year. Eligible age, 25, 23.
25.
All right, we'll get ready.
I feel as if our family has failed because I don't know, because I wanted my brother to have a family, get married, family, and have kids, carry on the name. There's nothing I can do about it, although I'd like to. So, you going to the beach much or what?
You've got to be joking. Oh, he looks like a spunk. Oh, he is.
Shut up, Tom.
Why?
Tommy's behaviour has caused Patrick to feel shame and embarrassment for years. And having a transsexual in the family also means coping with what other people say.
Everybody teases me because Tommy's getting transsexual. Transsexual. Seeing other people that I don't know, and they just come up to me and say, "It's your brother, I'm a girl now," or something. I just say, "Mind your own business," and walk off. If they want to bash me, go ahead, because